So, I realize I didn't really talk about movies on this channel. I never talk about movies, so I was thinking maybe I should talk about movies. Anime movies, gaming movies, whatever. Any movies that's geekdom related, so why not? So, as a viewer who recommended me to watch, Jose, the Tiger, and the Fish. And I enjoyed this one. I really did. The colors, the animation, the tones, everything, even the music, it was really nice to see. However, during this time, I'm very fatigued about this certain kind of story plot. So I enjoy it, but let's get into this. Let me give you a little summary. Have you heard of this before? There's a guy who's going through something through life where he is undecisive, don't know what to do with his future. He's going through some past trauma or whatever it may be. He has a childhood friend who's there, who has a crush on him, who's always by his side trying to do whatever she can to support him, but he never notices it all the time. Then out of nowhere, this new girl shows up. This new girl has her own problems, or she's weird. She brightens up his day, gives him a new purpose, or whatever it may be. The two suddenly fall in love, but don't know how to express their love. The childhood friend is jealous of this, but gives up her own feelings for the sake of the one she loves, in order for him to be happy. So the two finally confess their love for each other. However, they can't be together at the moment. So even though they confess their love, they keep a vow that they'll fall for each other again someday. Years pass and they reunite and become a couple. How many times I've seen this plot already in anime, manga, and even in anime movies. I have seen this plot so many times lately. Heck, even in the anime that I recently watched and recommend to you guys, Too Many Losing Heroines, it's one of the main character's plots of the main heroine's plot where she lost to her childhood friend. She liked her childhood friend, but he somehow fell in love with someone he recently just met. And she had to put up with their BS on a daily basis, pretending that she's okay with it. She has to suck it all in and keep her pain to herself. That's exactly what this is. Is the author even told how much he couldn't stand this kind of writing, saying how, oh my goodness, like how can you follow someone you just met, you know nothing about them, but someone you knew all your life, that knows you, the worst of you, the best of you. You don't want to be with them, but you want to be this person you don't know jack squat about. And most of the parts, they're going away, they're moving away, or something's in between. You can't be together right now, but you keep a vow to see each other again. It's like, this is so stupid, it makes no sense. Like, the author was just expressing how much they couldn't stand this romance plot. This doesn't make any sense, because in reality, most of the times when you're in a place where you stay all your life, you mostly end up marrying someone you knew for most of your life because they know you and you know them. That's the reality of things, especially how it used to be like that here in America. You mostly marry people you knew back during our moms and grandma ages, but not today, unfortunately, I guess. But you don't just follow someone you just met, man. But anyways, it's a story about a guy named Sunio, and he is a university student who's studying marine biology, and he's just going through life, every day average of his own problems. And then someday he rescued the girl in the wheelchair. She called herself Jose, and he saves her, but she's kind of act like a Toradora, that movie where he had a little woman who had a big attitude, who was always aggressive towards people, no matter how kindly you treat them. I don't know how in the world you fall in love with something like that, but whatever. But anyways, the grandma that she lives with offers him a job to take care of her and during the meantime. So he does. And through this time, the two get to know each other. She's good at drawing and doing arts and crafts, and he discovers that. They do some funny things together, go on um, dates and stuff. And she even gets encouraged to start showing her pictures at little gatherings at libraries or aquariums for little children to see. Now, as time goes on, realize the grandma is in poor health. So grandma wants someone to take care of her until she is gone. But the true story is about independence. Is when the grandma does die. She's now forced to make a decision on what she wants to do with her life. She needs to rely on him or do things on her own. And she chooses, actually, the thing I do like about it is that, yeah, she chooses to be independent, to make her own income, to be there. So, which I do enjoy that they made that rational decision. So, I do like that. With that being said, um, of course, the childhood friend gets in, and because they're having a little breakup session, and childhood friend has come in to fix things because of course she does. That's her role, is to cook herself for the sake of the one she loves. Because that's just poor childhood friends. But anyway, oh man, I had to get that out of my system. But anyways, she confronts her, shows her what he likes and doesn't likes, and then as time goes on, they are not with each other for a while for some freaking reason. I guess he had to go on some trip, and then they meet each other again sometime later. She is a a book writer, where she ranks children's books, and he does his marine biology at the end, and they end up together. You know, the typical today's modern Japanese love story that you hear so much about these days. And I would have enjoyed this story more if I wasn't so fatigued out when it comes to these kind of romance stories, because they have been overplayed so many times now recently, where a guy who's going through something sees a girl, falls in love with the girl, and but they can't be with each other right now, so they wait years to get back together, and end of story. It happens so many times. How even the ending to Pursuito Harem, which was very entertaining, is like that. Like, yeah, they're dating, but they um be separate for a while, and then years later, they have their careers going for them. Then they get married and stuff. I've been seeing a whole bunch of this kind of stuff recently, and it gets boring. You know, it was interesting at first, but I can't stand when everyone else says, "Ooh, that's a good idea. Let's copy it." "Ooh, that's a good idea. Let's copy it." And yes, you can add your own spin on the wheel if you want to, but when you do it all at once, it gets overbearing. Kind of like with isekai genres. You know, you have the isekai genres, and the same thing, guys there in the world, unexplanatory, don't know who he is, who cares about his past. He's just another world to get overpowered, has some crazy skill, and gets a harem full of girls, and that is it. Who cares about the plot? Who cares about his past? Who cares about the lore or structure of the world? All that matters is that I get my quick cash paycheck, baby. Yum yum money. But yeah, I still enjoy it, but I would enjoy it more if it wasn't being oversaturated with this genre right now when it comes to romance. Because I do enjoy romance. Heck, the first manga I read, if you don't know, is Fruits Baskets, and that's one of the biggest romance stories in manga ever created. And the remake happened, by the way, so you should definitely watch that. But either way, it's just how I feel right now when it comes to the entire situation. Um, I would have liked it better if I wasn't going through this entire oversaturation of the genre. That's all I'm saying. If it wasn't for that, I would like this even more. But I still recommend it because maybe you don't go through the same thing I go through. Maybe you aren't over watching this kind of genre like I was, or over reading it like I was. So you might have a better chance. You might still have hope. So that being said, I still give this a must watch. It's nice, it's pretty, it's good to look at. I love the music and the animation, and the chemistry between the two characters is very interesting. I didn't care much for Toradora like most people did. I'm just going to be honest with you, but it does give off the Toradora thing of Josee herself, how she acts like a child that's just barking because she's afraid to let people in and stuff like that. So, there's that. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and give this movie a watch because it's really good. With that being said, I will bid you adieu. Like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit that bell icon. This is the Madcrownxox on Anime. Signing out.